Well, I want you to suppose for a moment that every human being is an artist. And for the sake of argument, let's be specific, a visual artist painting. And let's go back in time, painting on a cave wall, as our human ancestors did 40, 50,000 years ago. It's a blank canvas, as it were, for both the human beings and the cave walls. There's no past to live up to. There's no art classes, no coffee table books full of work we can't remotely create. It's all a blank canvas. So, what do our artists paint on those cave walls? Do we mirror our surroundings, the flora and fauna, in an attempt to get the look as real as possible? The cameras and smartphones haven't been invented after all, so if we don't paint it, it won't be preserved. Or do we depict the dead, the remembered faces of those we care about now gone, to somehow preserve their memory against the ravages of time? Or do we paint figures that reflect our inner moods, our emotions? Might we try to somehow paint the unsayable, the stories that we tell around the fire of things that can't be seen with human eyes? Is there a place like that? Or do we tire of thinking and merely reproduce the pre-existing cliches, the doxa, the orthodoxy of our tribe, passing on to posterity the gossip that is around us? One thing I think is fairly certain: the artists in such a situation will not be attempting to express their individuality. That won't make sense or even occur to anyone until overabundance begins to atomize people. The concept of the atomized individual is a concept born of plenty and of safety, and that's not what our human forebears were facing. No, I think the pictures on the cave walls are going to be about us, our group, the human beings we depend upon and care about, and the things that take care of us in the world. My hunch is that the artists would attempt to express some of the most important things out there, the important things that maybe they will even call sacred. And of course, that's really not a guess. That is exactly what we see on the cave walls. The surviving paintings depict the web of existence surrounding the artists and the tribe, the animals and plants that keep people alive, and paintings of the hunt and of dances. So far as I know, there aren't any cave paintings of people painting in caves. Think about that for a moment. Again, that self-reflexivity piece is the art that comes from times of plenty. People living on the edge, as our ancestors did, stay grateful and see the sacred not as disembodied somethings or other out in space somewhere, but rather the right here and the right now, today, among these people who I care about and who care about me. What I want to consider today is just that, awakening to that wise artist within each of us who sees what is important, what many theologians call our ultimate concerns. The artist within each of us struggling to convince us to have the courage to grow up a little bit every day and to be wise enough to see the sacred and the awesome right here now.